You know what I'm saying? We finna see, could you actually survive for that? And not the close the doors, not the skilled way, not the lame people way. Hiding in the corner, hiding under the desk like a real man. Could you, yes, you actually survive FNAF? We're gonna find out today.
Could you actually survive Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't know.
A question every self-respecting bear addict has thought of on the toilet at least one time. Now look, I know a lot of you think you're him, but when there's Shaquille O'Neal and every British person ever trying to get a fresh bite of your gooch, it's a little more difficult than it sounds.
What if I actually want a fresh bite of my Alright, let's get
With
to it.
everything from spider robots to giant death machines, making it out alive could be a little rough.
Factual.
At least that's what it would seem. So
Facts.
could you actually survive the many nights at Freddy's?
No.
Let's see. Here's the ground rules. No outside help or bringing in any outside items. Other than that, any means of surviving is welcome. Whether that's fighting or hiding, if you can make it to 6 AM, then you survive the night. Escaping the location is not allowed, and we're going to assume all the animatronics are around a 10 on the AI scale, so moderately aggressive. With that out of the way, we can start off with FNAF 1. The real survival hazard here is surviving the stench that's going to hit you when you walk in. After getting into the office, it's smart to ride out as much as the night as possible in there. Maybe the first 2 hours or so, right before the animatronics would try other means of getting in, or your power begins to dampen. After that, your only option is to immediately find somewhere to hide. The FNAF
Chic Ussy does sound good though. I'm not gonna lie. Dab me up. Dab me up. Dab me up. Dab me up.
one location is easily the smallest location we're going to talk about, making it difficult to get around when there's going to be at least 2 animatronics moving at any given time. Hiding in the lockers behind you is definitely an option.
That is a good idea though.
To take a look into the thing, the chances are you're dead.
There's duck down
options to hide in the game that are going to give you the best chance at survival. First, under the desk. Since the animatronics tend to leave after checking rooms briefly, you can listen to their footsteps and then hide under the desk closest to where the animatronic is. Bonnie on the left, hide on the left. Chica on the right, then hide on the right. The other option is going to be the party room. It's easily the biggest room in the building and provides lots of cover. There's a near infinite amount of cloth on each of these tables, and the darkness of the room would do well to provide you with plenty of cover to move through without being seen. But if we're being honest, none of these hiding spots are really perfect. The animatronics travel back and forth a lot, so there's plenty of risk in moving, and the office strategy, while much safer, falls apart if you mishear footsteps a single time, or if the animatronics just decide to walk in a little further than usual. So if all else fails, could you fight any of them? The answer
Nah, you're cooked.
maybe,
you're fried.
If
you're done.
Mike Tyson or Jake Paul, these guys are pretty old. The one you have the best chance against for sure is Foxy. He's out of order and he's withered. You're certainly not going to be able to outrun him, and that hook is an issue, but he has a much smaller frame than the other 3 animatronics. Your best bet there is to try ramming your body into him as hard as possible to knock him over. After that, just turn around and hit the splits. As for the other 3, it's questionable whether or not you'll win that. But just for fun, let's assume that you're the average height and weight of a male in the US, 5'8" and 176 pounds.
Average height and weight? Am I below average? I thought 5'6" was average.
Well, that pales in comparison to our good friend Frederick. We can find out how tall he is with this image of Withered Freddy in FNAF 2. We see him loom over this door frame to the bathroom in the hallway, with the average height of a door being 6'8", and Withered Freddy being at least 1 to 2 feet higher. We can conclude he's somewhere between 7'8" and 8 feet. This matches up with not only movie Freddy's height, but also the height for the VR game.
Wait, he's like 6'8"? He said 6'8". What you mean Freddy 6'8"? Oh, now it's really war on Freddy because it's war on tall people. Oh my gosh.
With this massive behemoth of a bear in front of you, winning is not really in the realm of possibility, especially since he weighs upwards of 250 pounds of hulking metal. Even knocking him over isn't going to be realistic. Once one of them grab you and squeeze, you're going to die. No question about it. While surviving the first FNAF game is possible, it's highly unlikely unless you take a nap. I give FNAF 1's chance of survival 2.3 cupcakes out of 5, but we have a lot more to talk about, so on to FNAF 2. FNAF 2 makes things a whole lot bigger and a whole lot better. Good news, this location is massive. Bad news, there's double the animatronics.
Facts, there's a lot of
There's
animatronics.
practically
Oh
no
yeah, it is
Freddy
Warren
here. I
Coast.
would 100% spend 5 nights here just for the money. Let's play Chica. All you have to do is cosplay little Timmy on his iPad and hold down the music box and make sure to pop a nip for Foxy every once in a while. The game was only hard because you can't keep the mask on, something that you could realistically do outside the confines of gameplay. Though this game is going to be the one you're going to have the least fun in if you try to fight anyone that isn't Balloon Boy. But we'll check the stats real quick just to see how you fare if you really wanted to go in box.
Let's
Golden
see.
Freddy, the one who teleports into your office, is someone you have less than
Oh, Fnaf VR 24 hours. Hey man, I can do that now. It's not like anybody's waiting. I'm playing. I'm done making them jokes. We're here now. We're here. We're done. We're good now. We got new ball. It's okay.
1% chance of winning against. Not only does he literally fling his head off his body, as well as teleport and move wherever he wants, but he has an insane bite force that would instantly crush any part of your body he latched onto. Fredbear in FNAF 4 bites down with enough force to crush the crying child's skull. And this is a non-possessed Fredbear that isn't really biting so much as the top half just clamps down when the spring locks loosen.
Facts.
Since crushing a skull takes 500 kilograms of force, or 1,100 pounds, it's the equivalent of the heaviest man on Earth jumping on your head, or a bear. Let's say bear. And if the bite force is equivalent between all animatronics, which I'd assume it is since the model used in Fredbear's Family Diner is completely outdated compared to the one in FNAF 2, any of the 10 animatronics would end you instantly, other than Balloon Boy of course. Hiding isn't really possible since you'd need to be near the monitor to wind the music box, but given how easy the regular gameplay formula would be in real life, you'll be fine. FNAF 2 gets 4.5 Bonnie chest hairs out of 5.
Bonnie chest hairs!
Say the same for FNAF 3. Once again, it all starts falling apart. This time, you're dealing with Joe Biden and his watermelon buddies.
Now, I feel like FNAF 3 is actually one of the most survivable FNAFs to survive in, because think about it. I mean, you can really just hide under the deck. Well, he can't come through the vent though. I feel like the only way to survive FNAF 3 is to leave. I'm not gonna lie.
Play formula is questionable at best. Whether Springtrap listens to the lures or not is blind luck even in the video game, let alone a real life scenario where Willy is actively trying to get you. Location's pretty big though, so could you hide? You could certainly try. Once again, it's pretty dark all around the attraction. Not only that, but everything is this super ugly shade of green. Good for hiding, bad for everyone else's eyes. Thing is, hiding isn't as easy as ducking under a table or sitting under a desk. Springtrap
Oh, my hairline is coming off!
not only another 6-foot something 7-foot monster, but he's also an experienced serial unaliver. He's done this. Stalking you through the location is nothing for him. Your best bet is constantly staying mobile. Move along the location, keep your eyes fixed forward and away from phantoms. Stick to the shadows. Move in circles, use both vents and rooms to get from one place to another. Then make it back to the office, use a lure, track him, and move again. Springtrap is fast. You can see this when he gets into your room. Not only that, but he moves much more human-like than any other character in the series. Fighting him would be like fist fighting Jason, and yeah, it's not going to happen.
You're not gonna fist fight Jason and win.
And you have a lot of luck, it leaves you with a chance. 1.8 Jill Valentines out of 5. Just don't show up. As for FNAF 4, it's truly over. Every animatronic in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 are actual fucking Power Ranger monsters. Look at this thank you image. We can see Freddy's feet lined up exactly with Withered Freddy's feet in this image. A Withered Freddy that we already concluded was nearly 8 feet tall. Despite this, all of the Nightmare animatronics are an entire head higher than Withered Freddy.
That's crazy.
Nightmare Fredbear is massively taller with belly teeth. And you know what? Nightmare Own is even taller than that. They're called the Nightmare animatronics for a reason. One swipe and it's over.
Lesser me, I'm a demon.
They all seem capable of teleporting, and Nightmare Foxy is so fast he can get into your room and into your closet within seconds. The animatronics also all start at the hallway, so there's no getting to anywhere in the house. Staying in the room isn't an option either. There's nowhere to hide that could save you. Foxy would be in your closet, Freddles could get you on the bed, Cupcake could even get you in the corner. Your absolute only choice is following the gameplay formula. 6 hours straight, door to door, listening closely, dealing with stupid Fredbear luck without taking a single break.
That's all you can do.
It would only last around an hour, and without extensive training, you're not going to make it far. These things are also just horrifying, so you might have a heart attack. I'm not even joking. If I were there, I'd probably just close my eyes and accept that I am cooked. 0.1 officer friendlies out of 5. I'm sorry for your loss. So could you survive Five Nights at Freddy's? No. But you know what you might be able to survive?
What?
The funniest FNAF animations I've ever
No. I'm surviving FNAF. I don't care what anybody says. See, the best way to survive FNAF in any situation, in any FNAF, is to just not go. Literally, that's literally the only way to survive. It's literally just to not go. Me, and I see you guys later. Deuces!